My name is Adyson Wilson. I'm an Anishinaabe, which means Ojibwe woman from Treaty Number 3 in Northwestern Ontario. I'm 24 and I'm in my fifth year of school right now. I just transferred to Keano College in Fort McMurray, Alberta. My first 4 years were at Toronto Metropolitan University, and I was studying fashion design there, but now I'm in Bachelor of Arts at Keano. I would describe myself as outgoing. I feel like when I'm around my friends and athletes I've coached, I'm definitely an outgoing personality. As a player, though, I would definitely say I'm really eager to learn and competitive. Um, and I just want the best for people around me. So it actually started when I was really young. My mom had me and my sister when she was really young, 17 and 19. So she was still a kid when she had us, and she would bring us to her volleyball tournaments and everything like that. So I was exposed really, really young. But I didn't really start playing until high school in grade 9. I made the high school team. We didn't have a club team where I lived because the town was so small. So, yeah, I just had high school for grade 9 and 10. And then I was asked to go train with the Team Ontario Beach program in Florida when I was 16. And my mom came with me for that. It was really fun. And the coach, she asked me if I would ever try out for the actual Team Ontario Beach program that was in Toronto. And I had a conversation with my mom, and she brought me to tryouts, and I had made it. But the trek was like 18 and a half hours to Toronto from where I was living. So I had a conversation with my mom, and she just said, like, I will help you do this. I will do everything I can to make sure you succeed if this is really what you want to do. And I was like, yeah, definitely. And I didn't really think anything of it because when I was younger, I was really, really shy and kind of like reserved. But I was like, yeah, of course, I want to do this. And she had contacted a friend that lived in Hamilton, and she was a coach. And I went to go live with her and her husband for 2 months while my mom and brothers and sister like packed up the house and everything. And then, yeah, I started playing club with Mountain Volleyball Club in Hamilton. And then I wasn't ready to go to university or college yet, so I took a gap year, and that's when COVID was. So it was kind of a blessing and a curse where I still didn't feel ready after that gap year, but I knew I had to contact coaches, otherwise I wouldn't be able to play just because it was so long since I actually played volleyball, like club volleyball. So I had contacted a few coaches, and Dustin from TMU, he told me like, yeah, I'm interested in you. Make sure you apply. Everything will get you into residence, all that stuff. So I ended up signing with them in 2021. Yeah, so then I spent 4 years there, and like amazing experience. It's definitely a high performance program, which I was not used to because like I didn't play club or anything like that. So it was definitely eye-opening. But the my teammates there, they are my sisters, and they still are my sisters, even though I'm not there. Like they will be a part of my life forever, and I'm very grateful for that. My very first university game that I watched ever in my life was at TMU when they had nationals. So just having that full circle moment of I watched my first oh my gosh, my university game here, and am now playing in this like center is amazing. And actually, when my grandpa came to visit me, I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago, he didn't realize that the Maple Leaf Center was where I trained. And he said the very first NHL game was there. And like his first and only trip, like out of our community was there. So it was like, it was really is really emotional for him and me. I feel like I've definitely taken on a more leadership role here at Keano just because I am in my fifth year and a lot of these girls are like 17, 18. So I want to pass on that knowledge, even if I am here for only a year or two. Don't necessarily have to be in a coaching position to like help my teammates or stuff like that. And I feel like coaching men's or boys has taught me a different perspective in coaching about how to break it down because sometimes they need you to say it in a different way compared to like a women's team or a girls team. So it really makes me reflect on how like who is this person, what is their personality, how will they take this information so that I come across as best I can so that they understand the information. The thing that's different with me is I have my mom who is the highest Indigenous women's coach in Canada currently. So I mean, she definitely paved the way for me. And if I had any questions or any doubts about what I was doing or about myself, she helped me a lot. So I'm very thankful for her. But still, the amount of women coaching, like, and head coaching a men's team or a boys team is very, very little. So I second guessed myself a lot, but I just had to recollect myself and I was like, I know what I'm doing, and even if I don't know what I'm doing, this I can take this as a learning opportunity because even if like the national coach, like they know everything, but they can still learn something, right? So yeah, it was awesome. It's really amazing because I pride myself in being an athlete. Like that is my whole identity as well as being an Indigenous woman. So for me to portray my knowledge and all the stuff I've gone through to a younger generation or just even a few women a few years younger than me, it's it is amazing. And I wish I had someone a few years older than me to be like, this is what I've gone through, this is what has worked for me and stuff like that. Like my mom is an amazing human, an amazing coach, but I feel like I wish I had someone closer in age to me to be like, yeah, these are my experiences. So, yeah. The most impactful experience I've had coaching was definitely when I was coaching a camp with my mom in Fort Albany in Ontario. It's on James Bay, so pretty remote. And I met this Indigenous girl that was really, really struggling and I told her my story like I didn't have any resources and I moved away and like I worked really really hard for what I have, even though there's so many barriers and obstacles in my way. Like I made sure I I got myself to where I wanted to be, and she never thought that she could ever play a sport or like go to college or university because of where she lived. And I told her like, no, it's colonizers want you to think like this, so you stay complacent in where you are. And she said that I inspired her so much that she applied to Cambrian College and she got in, and she's doing really well now. So I came from a small town of like 7,000 people. Definitely not as small as her community, but pretty small compared to like the Toronto area. And I felt like my abilities were, I was outgrowing my town and they didn't have the resources so I could flourish. And I also told her, like, after grade 10, when I moved to Milton in Ontario, I had really bad mental health and I ended up dropping out of school for 2 years, which one year was COVID, so I wouldn't be able to go to school anyway. But I really never thought that I would be able to graduate high school, let alone play on a university women's volleyball team. And she struggled with mental health as well, and that's the reason why she never thought she could make it either. But I just told her, like, if you really want something, then you have to get it. I was the very first person in my family to go to post-secondary school. So it wasn't really for me. It was like to have or to be able to give my family like a degree or a diploma or something. And the second reason would definitely be because I want to show Indigenous kids that they can go to university or college or play sports and excel. Just like the girl in Fort Albany, like that is definitely why I do it, and that just like solidified like that I'm doing something good and that I am affecting people in a good way. I actually was exposed to fashion really early on. My great grandma, I call her my nana, she was the seamstress of our family. If you needed something fixed, it was just gave it to her, it'd be done within a few hours. And my family has always talked about like clothes and like what they're gonna wear, what looks good ever since I was a small kid. And I don't know, I just felt like that was something that really spoke to me, especially as an Indigenous woman. What we wear and how we present ourselves is very important and reflects ourselves. So, I think it was last Christmas, my Nana, she isn't able to sew or use her sewing machine anymore. And she knew I was needing it for my fashion program. So she actually gifted me her old sewing machine. And I think it was made in like 1950 and you can't get them anymore. So it's like, it is such an honor for her to give that to me. And when she gave it to me, she started crying. So I know it's something that she holds dear to her heart, and but she's also happy to pass it on and keep it in the family, and that I'm doing something with it as well. And she always texts me like, "Hey, have you made anything? Like, let me see, send me pictures." And yeah, it's really precious. The most important thing for me in 5 years would be to start my fashion business. I really want to incorporate Indigenous streetwear with being accessible to people with disabilities. And I want to name it Azugon, which means bridge in Ojibwe. And Bridger is my little brother's name, and he has a disability. So he was a big inspiration for that. And kind of the reason why also I wanted to go into fashion because I've never seen Indigenous, whether it be streetwear or cultural wear, that is accessible for people with disabilities. And I know as he gets bigger, I want him to still be connected to that part, no matter who he is or like his disabilities or whatever. So, yeah, that is a big thing. And I really, really hope to still be coaching at NAG and the All Nations series. And I don't know, I really want to progress with my coaching and follow in my mom's footsteps. Like she coached the junior national team and got third and qualified. I don't remember what it was for, but she qualified for something in Honduras. And I think that's like, I just want to strive to be her as well.